Hello and welcome, my dear friend. There's something almost electric in the air today, like an unseen signal that called your soul here right on time. Not a minute too late, not a moment too early. You didn't just click on a video, you aligned with a frequency. One that's been building, quietly but powerfully, waiting for you to hear this truth. Not just with your ears, but with something deeper. You've likely felt it already, haven't you? That subtle but persistent inner knowing that your life is meant to shift into something that others may never even dare to imagine. Not because you want more, but because more has always been calling you. Because while the world teaches struggle and slow reward, something in your spirit has always whispered, "There's more than this." And you were right. That whisper wasn't your imagination. It was the voice of destiny. This message isn't a motivational talk or a hype-filled daydream. It's a revelation. And it won't sound like the world's version of abundance, because this is not that. This isn't about chasing, striving, or proving. This is about receiving, with calm certainty, with grounded knowing, with the kind of peace that only comes when you finally realize it was never about earning your wealth. It was about realizing you were always aligned with it. You, my friend, have been marked. Not marked by misfortune or hardship, though you may have seen plenty of both. No, you've been marked by something far more disruptive. You've been marked by divine favor, the kind of favor that doesn't ask permission, the kind that doesn't wait for market trends, degrees, or validation, the kind that moves through you like a current that has finally found its source. And that current, it carries billions. Now, before your rational mind tries to box this up, pause. Really ask yourself this: why has life shaped you the way it has? Why the isolation, the moments of being overlooked, misunderstood, or underestimated? Why have you felt like an outsider even when surrounded by people? Could it be that you weren't designed to blend in because your destiny was meant to stand out in a way no one around you could understand? You weren't left behind. You were being positioned. And right now, yes, right now, you are standing at the edge of something massive, not metaphorically, literally. There are moves being made behind the scenes of your life, resources shifting, conversations happening in rooms you haven't walked into yet, systems aligning in the background, and not by luck, but by design. Let's go deeper. Do you know what sets you apart from those who chase wealth endlessly, but never seem to find peace? You've been blessed with awareness, the kind that sees past numbers and into energy. You recognize that true abundance isn't loud. It doesn't scream or scramble. It walks in calmly and transforms everything it touches. That's you. Your presence, your voice, your decisions, whether you've seen the reflection of it yet or not, carry the kind of frequency that turns keys in unseen locks. You weren't just born to make a living. You were born to make history. Quietly, powerfully, without needing to shout about it. Let's imagine something together. Not in a vague what-if way, but vividly. Picture a morning where you wake up, not to alarms and obligations, but to options. You open your eyes in a home that reflects your soul's design. Every color, every space, every texture is a mirror of your truth. This isn't fantasy, it's divine architecture. Fully paid for, fully aligned. You sip your morning coffee while your investments grow without your touch. You check your phone, not for alerts, but for opportunities already greenlit. That version of your life, it's not just possible, it's calling. Because you're no longer in the season of planting, you're in the season of access. Your billionaire energy is not waiting for you in a distant future. It's breathing underneath the surface of your current life, just waiting to be acknowledged. And the moment you do, the moment you own it, believe it, and move with it, things will never be the same again. Here's where it gets even more real. Because the truth is, you're not stepping into wealth just to feel secure. That's only the beginning. You're stepping into influence, into reach, into a divine level of impact that stretches beyond your name and into the lives of people you may never even meet. It's easy to think of billionaires as people locked in towers, far away, unreachable. But your billionaire destiny is nothing like that. Your wealth doesn't isolate, it activates. It doesn't separate, it connects. It puts power in your hands, not for control, but for contribution. To create beauty where there's been brokenness, to fund healing where there's been harm, to shift legacies, not just for your family, but for entire communities. You're not here to hoard, you're here to circulate, to become a vessel so open, so ready, that abundance doesn't just flow to you, it flows through you. And maybe that's why your life hasn't looked normal. Maybe that's why the path felt longer than it should have. You weren't being delayed, you were being deepened, prepared for wealth so massive it couldn't land in shallow soil. You've been stretched so you can hold more, strengthened so you can sustain more, silenced at times so you could hear more. And what you're hearing now? It's not just a message, it's confirmation. So let's get practical for a second. Because your destiny isn't just spiritual, it's tangible. Right now, ideas are rising in you. Don't ignore them. That nudge to revisit a business concept, that whisper to speak, write, build, teach, those aren't coincidences. Those are divine downloads, each one a breadcrumb on the path toward your billionaire breakthrough. Can you feel it? That clarity starting to sharpen? The weight of old doubt falling off your shoulders like a coat you no longer need? Let it go. Let the world keep its definitions of wealth. Yours is different. Yours is alive. It expands as you expand. It multiplies as you walk in purpose. It doesn't ask for permission. It simply arrives, on time, in full, with favor stamped across every dollar. You don't need everyone to believe in you. You just need to believe in what's moving within you. Even now, people may doubt your rise. They may question how it's possible. Let them. What's about to unfold in your life will not make sense to those who worship logic. It will only make sense to those who understand grace. Think about it. All the times you were overlooked, dismissed, passed by, those weren't rejections. They were redirections. God has been saving your spotlight for the moment where your spirit would be strong enough to stand in it fully. And that moment is now. Because true wealth doesn't just expand your bank account, it expands your ability to breathe deeper, love wider, and move freer. And you've earned the right to experience that. Not by grinding, but by growing. Not by chasing, but by choosing. Choosing to believe. Choosing to trust what others can't see. Choosing to stand tall even when the world gave you every reason to fold. That choice, that's what aligns you with abundance. Let me tell you this, and let it land deep. Your presence is an opening for miracles. When you walk into a space, energy shifts. Not because you demand attention, but because your alignment speaks louder than any words could. People sense when someone has been touched by favor. They feel the calm, the confidence, the quiet certainty. That's you now. You no longer walk in scarcity. You walk in surplus, not just in finances, but in ideas, in opportunities, in vision. And it's this vision that will carry you. Because the wealth that's coming, it will require you to see beyond where you are, to trust what hasn't yet materialized, to build from the inside out. And you can. You already have everything it takes. This is your billion-dollar chapter, not because you hustled harder, but because you aligned deeper. Not because you played the game better, but because you rewrote the rules. Your wealth isn't loud, but it will be felt. Your impact won't always be seen, but it will echo. So breathe in this truth. Let it settle into your bones. You didn't come this far to play small. You came to live large, in purpose, in power, in peace. If this message found you and lit something up inside, consider liking this video and commenting, "I'm aligned with divine wealth," as a signal that you're ready, not someday, but now. Your billionaire destiny isn't a dream. It's a reality unfolding, step by silent step, breath by sacred breath. You're not chasing it. You're becoming it. And the world is about to see what happens when divine wealth meets divine purpose in one unstoppable soul. Keep your head high, your spirit clear, and your vision bold. You're not here to fit in. You're here to reshape reality.